And as we look around today, I cannot seem to find enough examples of our traditional instruments, and it makes me wonder what changed and why.
We're going to be looking at the early origins, the history, important events, political influences, and how advancing modernity have all affected Sikh musical heritage.
The Sikh Gurus not only introduced the music and the tunes, but also the musical instruments, which were very, very much required for the desired results on the listeners. Most of the instruments credited with Guru Nanak.
The jori, it has a deeper sound than a tabla, very much like the pakawaj. So the whole point of having a deeper sound is the lower the resonance, the more chance there is for the atoms within us to also resonate at that same frequency.
Taus. The literal meaning is peacock, and it's often said that this instrument is so wonderfully melodious it can take you to a complete heavenly state.
My taus it's the paintbrush.
Raag is to be felt. Raag is emotional attribute or emotional grammar to punctuate Guru's Shabad.
The first Anglo-Sikh War was fought between the Sikh Kingdom and the East India Company between 1845 and 1846. It had a major impact, especially on education, the arts, and music.
What empire did was to actually reconstruct the mind. And once people have entered into that mode of meaning making, they can't see that they were once attached to another mode of meaning making.
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਬਾਬ ਤੇ ਜੋੜੀ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹਾਰਮੋਨੀਅਮ ਤੱਕ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਉਦੋਂ ਹਾਰਮੋਨੀਅਮ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ.
The harmonium came to India in the late 19th century. By 1913, India had become the world's richest market in the manufacturing and production of the harmonium.
The majority, 99.9% of the shabads that I hear, the kirtan that I hear, is not done the way that the Guru prescribed.
शब्द इदां गाओ कि किसी ਨੂੰ ਭੁਲੇਖਾ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਪਵੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Guru's blessing that we get joy in our life. It is Guru's blessing when we know how to deal with the pain, how to deal with the situations in our life. It's all Guru's blessing, because Guru gives us the technique, Guru gives us Gur. Why we go to Guru? To seek a technique, to find out that how do I become, or how do I find that solution that I am seeking for. This is why we go to Guru. We go to Guru to have a Gur. And without that Gur, without that solution, no situation finds its solution. So Guru gives us the tools. Our Guru gives us a different tools how to focus. Our Guru gives us a different interpretation, different philosophy. Therefore, the protocol and procedures and process will be different. That is what Gaura is. And today, Guru Nanak Ji, Satguru Nanak Ji's Shabad in Raag Bilaval, he's sharing a Gaur with us. And we will be looking into the blessings of Guru Nanak Ji in Sangat with Guru Nanak Sahib's Shabad in Raag Bilaval. Open the door and you see your beloved right at the front of you. Raag Bilaval is materialistically, this is what I will say, you open the letter and you just find out, oh, you won the lottery. Although you played it, although you wanted to gamble, not that this is what I promote or I believe in, just for you to understand this. That you were expecting someone, but when you open the door and your smile comes from deep within, and your joy is incredible, your joy is bigger, your joy is like you don't know that you're crying or you're laughing, you are all over the place. I will call it bliss, because that moment, you know, you are in that moment and you don't come out of that moment. That moment is great, that moment is big, that moment eliminates everything. So within our psyche there is a mode called bliss, and Guru Nanak Ji asking us to engage into that. Not that, okay, I found the nirvana, I reached the Sachkhand, only then will be bliss. Yes, that's our target, that's the goal of our life. But how do we get to that point is important too. So Guru Maharaj is asking us to physically look into those little memories, those little pockets of your experience where you went through. What is bliss to you? When did you last felt that wow? When last that amazing moment happened in your life? And Guru Nanak Ji is looking into that in his life. His soul is in a conversation with the mind in that mood. And that mood, that Gaur, that technique is called Bilaval. Bilaval Mehla Pehla. When our Guru Sahib said, for a Sikh, for a seeker, when Guruji wrote this in a black, just wrote it, it wrote his signatures next to it. Mahla Pehla, that this is the Sabd by Guru Nanak Ji. How do you feel when you change it? How do you feel? When Guru Nanak Ji said, turn left and we go right. When our navigator is showing us the way and we're not following it, where are we going to end up? Please don't think that I'm being rigid here, radical. I'm being stiff here. I'm promoting a tradition. No, I'm saying we go to Guru to have a gur. We go to our navigator to have the technique. So how can we find? And if we're not going to listen to our navigator, Guru Nanak Sahib here is saying, Bilaval Mahla Pehla. So this message or this instruction, this technique he hands us over is in the mood of bliss. Have you ever felt that? Do you have something you can log your moment into that experience of when you didn't see? You remember a couple of years, 4 or 5 years ago, we went to get a puppy. You remember? Till we got there, you didn't believe actually that's going to happen. I mean, like you did believe that we made a journey. We stopped on the way and it was a journey, 2 hours. And then over there we were waiting for the person who was going to give us this little puppy. So then what happened? When you first held it in your hands, so you were smiling and you were crying at the same time. But those tears were not the tears of pain, right? There was that moment. That place is, I will say, physically, if we look back into it, I can say that's the Bilaval moment. Now, that materialistic, physical experience, how do we turn that into spiritual? This is what Guru Nanak Ji is teaching us. So log into your Bilaval. Bilaval Mahla Pehla. When Guru Nanak Ji said that I share this with you, my experience and his experiences in Raag Bilaval. And we say, what does it matter, you know? All you need is love in your heart. All you need to do is a chant Bani, and it doesn't matter however. I mean, don't we compete with our Guru Sahib? Don't we say, okay, yeah, we want to read your Bani, but we want to read it however it works for me. I'm not musical. I don't want to play music. I want to play music, but I want to play modern music, but I want to do the things you've told me. Oh, I want to perform your Shabad and call it Kirtan. But what about the process and protocols? What about Parampara, the trend set by the Guru? You know, we always justify, don't we? Whatever we do, we have a justification. That's what our mind does. But here, let's be careful. While we are in a Sangat with Guru's Shabad, let's be careful that our ego does not come between us our knowing and Guru's wisdom. And Guruji then says Rahao. I mean, this is the central focus, this is central line, this is the main chorus of the Shabad. Bin Dharsan Kaise Jeevo Meree Maae, Bin Dharsan Kaise Jeevo Meree Maae, Bin Dharsan Har bin jiyara reh na sake kheno, satte gur bujh bujhai, bin Dharsan. How can I live without seeing you? And that sight is not just physical, mental and spiritual too. How can I be without your memories? How can I be without of your embrace? The soul says to mind. How can we even live like this? How can? It's not possible. Like, oh, you know, in so many time we say, I don't know what I will do without you, or I can't live without you. We say it in affection, we say it with attachment, right? And that's what Guruji's soul is helping us to understand. Fall in love like that. That joy reaches its supreme level. That oneness, that meeting, that darshan. That you know that you can't breathe without it. When darshan of Kartapurukh becomes the lifeline. Bin Dharsan Kaise Jeevo Meree Maae, Bin Dharsan Kaise. Then Guruji says in second line of Rahao, Har bin jiyara. Har bin, without that one, the Creator, without that this whole life includes physical body, includes the mind, includes the soul, the whole package. Har bin jiyara reh na sake kheno. Not even a split second, cannot even bear a thought to live without it. Because once you are in a bliss, you want to be out of the bliss? No. Like holding the puppy, if owner comes after 5 minutes and whoever gave it to us, said, oh, I've changed my mind, I want to take it away. How will you feel? Sad, right? So you don't want to break that joy, that bubble of joy. Not even for a moment. Satte gure bujh, the true master gave me this true technique that they solved, that I must not break this bubble of my bliss. Satte gure bujh bujhai, Guru Sahib says in first reference, Gur bachani man सहज त्याने हर कै रंग रता मान माने मन मुख परम पुले बोराने हर बिन क्यों रही है गुर सब दे पछाने बिन दर्शन. The balance, oh mind, keep your balance. Keep your balance. Stay focused, dhyan. That focus which keeps you in balance, stay focused. Oh my dear mind, the soul says. Gur bachani. That's what Guru Sahib says. Which Guru Sahib? Guru Nanak ji saying this to us. Guru Nanak Sahib saying, stay in Bilaval. Stay connected with the joy. Stay in that bliss and keep your focus. That is Guru's bachan. Keep that focus. This is what Guru is asking us to do. It's like in driving your car, it's helping you to learn, and it will say, stay focused. Hey, don't think here or there. Don't worry too much. Just stay focused on what you're doing. Same way, Baba Guru Nanak Sahib is telling us the same thing. Har kai rang rata man mane. But once mind gets colored, once mind gets embraced, one's mind feels that bliss. It gets colored in that color of love, the love of the Creator. Then there is no illusion. It's clear. It is clear to mind what it is. Then it walks alongside you. It's not in like one person says, oh, my friend's going to come over. My childhood friend, the other person in the house says, I would like to have my peace and quiet. Oh, I'm not gonna be there. I don't like this. See, like the bitterness, although you really want to meet the friend, and on the other side you see the quarrel at home, that it just kills that joy. That's what is happening in the body with the soul and mind. Soul is saying, stay tuned, but understanding the mind can walk into the illusions or can create that. So, but once it's colored through that experience of becoming, then there is not an issue. But then in third line, Baba Guru Nanak Sahib says, Man mukh parem pule barane. Manmukh is who follows the mind's illusion, who lets the illusion happen. That's what manmukh is. Gurmukh is one who follows what Guru have given. That gur, that technique, difficult, easy, simple, doesn't matter. There is no question. It's just because of the quest one follows, a seeker follows that. But when say, oh, well, yes, I would like to have it, but I would like to have it my way. See, if I am in a classroom teaching a curriculum, and a student says, well, yes, I would like to have a degree, but I'm going to do it my way. Yes, I would like to write an article of a history, but I'm going to write in a Hebrew about something happened in China. But well, that's not in curriculum. That is not the requirement. So is the person going to pass? No. So that is what manmukh is. It's not that we're not doing things. It's not that we are not in action. We're not doing the deeds, or we have wrong attention. It's not about right and wrong. What Guruji is saying. Will derail. Man mukh param pule barane. That is idiotic. That is madness. That we get lost through delusion. Although we, on one hand, we have the torch, the gur, the technique, but we walk into the darkness. Har bin kyo rahi hai, gur sab de pachane. If this word of Guru's wisdom, you realized and you understand it, what Guruji is saying, if you understand it, then how can you be without it? How can you still then manage to break this bubble of bliss? How is it possible? And Guru Sahib then endorse again the how. Bin Dharsan Kaise Jeevo Meree Maae, bin Dharsan Kaise har bin jeera reh na sakhenu Sat gur bujh bujhai. See, when I know what it is, then it's not a sad matter, isn't it? When you have what you want to, and it's there with you, then why you're sad then? There's no need. When Satguruji has given it to you, that light, that wisdom, then what is the problem afterwards? Shouldn't be, right? Shouldn't be that we are worried and concerned even. Then, having a gur. And Satguruji says, Mera prabh bisre Hamara dukhali. Oh, my dear mind, if that connection is broken, then suffering reigns upon. You know, that upset, as I said, if you're waiting for your friend to come in and you planned it, everything, you agreed upon it, and it's just another hour or so, and then family says, oh well, we don't like this, it's inconvenient, and that's dukh, isn't it? That's sadness. You will feel that. Saase gira se japo apne har pali. Saas giras is with the breath in and out. The breath represents that we are alive, the life, the symbolic context is that while you're living, this gur you have found with the breath, with the life. Have this. Live in a joy. Don't walk into embracing that darkness, that suffering, the pain. Whatever happened in the past happened. If it brought tears, it happened. But today is not that situation. Today is different. Yesterday is an opportunity for you to turn today into something beautiful. Do you manage to? That is in your hand. Guru Sahib have given you the Gur. Now what is in your hand? What do you do with that Gur is up to you. Sad bairagan har naam nihali ab jaane gur mukh har nali. First it was Manmukh, and this is about Gurmukh. What Guruji is saying? To always stay detached from those illusions. If you want to let go something, if you want to say, I don't like this, then tell yourself, your mind, that you don't like those illusions. And always stay in the reality of that connection, of that oneness, into that Satnam. Do that. Do that without fear. Do that without prejudice. Time restrictions. Do that without any rituals. Do bring all of this in everything, this Gur. This will make your life sweet, sweet and full of bliss. Ab jaane gur mukh har nali. How to be with that one. When you are facing your Guru and you are following, it's going to take you to the destination. And now you know that, my dear mind. Isn't that blissful? Isn't that a happy moment? Isn't that a joyful thing? But if we can't relate to it, see, if we have not yet found our Bilaval, if we can't connect to it, if we still think Bilaval is just a musical mode, these are the notes and this is how you play on an instrument and this is a melody and you sing on it and that's it. No. Bilaval is the mental state. How do you feel your emotions through the sound? That nad. When you collect that and become able to express and compose those emotions happening inside, what you felt, that nad is making a rag. So you need to be feeling your emotions. You need to be feeling it so that you can construct Bilaval. So what is emotional state of Bilaval? What are the ingredients? Which emotions are used? This is what we need to learn. That's a part of the Gurmat. So when Guruji says Bilaval, look for its emotional properties so that you can sing it, express it from within the reality of yours. In third reference, Satguruji, in third pada, Satguruji said, Akath katha kahiye gur paaye. It's not possible because it's endless. It is infinity. The story about the Creator, I can't tell you. I cannot even tell you what bliss is. In the words, it's not possible. But we try to do these things, little things, because Guru Sahib's soul is talking to mind, saying, this is even when Creator gifts you with this opportunity, only then we can do this, my dear mind. This is a gift, we're receiving gift. Akath katha kahiye gur paaye, gochar de dikhaye. That which is beyond description, that Karta Purukh, that Akal Purukh, that God, the Vaheguru, that Creator. Beyond an understanding and a grasp of a human mind, then it becomes tangible. You start feeling it, you can see it, because there is no fall. When that gift is given to you, because Creator is happy, is giving you those blessings. And now you can have that conversation between your soul and mind and body. Bilaval is a healing. This bliss, being in a bliss, when you are joyful, the pain disappears, right? That moment. And soul is inviting mind to come into that space. Bin gur karni kya kar kamaye. Without that technique, the use of that technique which Guru Maharaj has given it to you, whatever you do, what will you do? You don't have the technique. It's like you want to go to a different city, but you don't have any means to go there. You have the map in your hand, but you don't have a car. On the map you don't reach, you know where it is. So God gives you not just a technique, it also gives you, the Guru gives you tools too, so that you can manifest it. So if Guru Maharaj is saying to us, Bilaval, then it should be Bilaval. It should not be Pairavi or Malkos or just anything, or any random song, or any classical or non-classical. It's not about what people like, it's about what Guru Sahib likes. It's about Gurmukh and Manmukh. Home meet chale gur sabde samaye. You need to let go your ego. If you want to merge into Guru Sabda, then you need to separate yourself, what you know. The ego is what Manmukh will create. Oh, well, according to me. Oh, well, according to my understanding. Oh, well, this is how I feel. Yes, of course, that's relevant, that's fine. But you need to sit down and find out, is it going to bring you closer? Again, I repeat this. I think many times in this opportunity to have a Sangat with you all, I did mention this. When you know that you know, then there's nothing to know. So ego, the home, it stops us knowing more. And we cannot become one with the wisdom given to us by the Guru. And when we don't have a Gur, then we don't have the destination. The last Pada Satguru says, Manmukh vichhude khoti ras, Gurmukh naame mile sabase, Har kirpa tari दास में दास जन नानक हार नाम तान रासे. Manmukh, once we are under the spell of that illusion by the mind, once we are led by our own ego, then we get separated from this bliss. Then there's no oneness, then there is a suffering, and that's what happens when we want to do it, when it's my way or highway. We need to find a ground, a mutual ground. And when we merge ourselves into what Guru have given it to us, that reality brings grace. It gives us a bliss. It becomes blessing. And this is how Creator bless you. It gives you the chance, gives you opportunity. You can choose. It's your life, your decision. But it's like even slave of the slaves. You know, that people without opportunity, people who are bashed with suffering and pain, even those, once they obtain the good, they can have the salvation. They can get out of this misery. They can get out of the situation. But if they can tame their ego, let soul embrace you. Let soul share with you how it feels like to be one with the one. And this reality is the real wealth. This good of becoming one with the one through the bliss. Usually it is like through the pain, right? That, oh, I'm going to become yogi, I'm going to become vairagi, I'm going to become sadhu, I'm going to start going to Gurdwara because this pain happened, this suffering. Here, Guru Nanak Ji said, he used the joy and bliss. He says, there is more. There's a lot more. And therefore, stay connected. Shall we now sing this Shabad? So, through your apps, you can join us. Let's sing, all of us together, Guru's blessing in Raag Bilaval, Guru Nanak Ji's Shabad. it is Guru's blessing that we get to have a Sangat with Guru's Shabad. It is Guru's blessing that we get to somehow, somewhat try to relate, to understand. And Guru's blessing we must follow. We must learn, we must make an effort. We as a Sangat need to do more, little bit more. So as I already requested, if we can be any assistance in your local area, in your community, to make it happen so the Kirtan can transform our life, our present and our future. So let's get together as a Sangat. Send us an email at hello@rajacademy.com, and also please don't forget to follow the social media too, because this way we'll interact, we'll build a future amongst us through the conversation. Till the next opportunity to have a Sangat with Guru Shabad and with you all, stay safe and stay connected. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru